I wanted to talk a little bit about preparing produce for spice. So one of the questions I get asked a lot when I'm teaching a class is how to make food taste really beautiful. One of the keys is preparing the produce so that it's better able to take on the spice and the aroma and the complexity that you've worked so hard to put into the pan. With meats, you're essentially talking about browning. And I do have a video on browning meat on my website, sarinakamini.com, and on my YouTube channel, which is Sarina Kamini, the Spirit of Spice. But vegetables are a little simpler. So essentially the short version is you want to have pre-cooked your vegetable or shaped them in some way so that they're better able to take on flavour. Now, for a vegetable like a cauliflower or a potato, pumpkin, something that has a natural sort of barrier against flavour. You can see that cauliflower is in its raw state. It's really firm, it's quite crisp and hard, and you can see that the idea of putting this into a pan with raw like this, with spice and fat, the spice isn't going to take immediately into the interior of the vegetable, and really what you want with spice is you want inside out flavour. So what I'm going to do is basically just tear these up into florets, and with this sort of cauliflower I could make a gobi sabzi, I could just make a really beautiful spiced cauliflower salad. It doesn't have to be Indian food. Preparing produce is something that matters across all cuisines. So now once you've got your vegetable just really roughly chopped, what I'm going to do with the cauliflower is there's two ways that I could prepare this for spicing. I could deep fry it in a little bit of vegetable oil on high heat until it's browned, and that would make it beautiful and receptive, and the end result of flavour would be quite driving. When you deep fry a vegetable, it accelerates spice. But one of the cleanest ways to do it, because deep frying can be a bit messy, is just to pop it into a roasting tray and then to drizzle it with a little bit of oil so that it's going to caramelise. Sometimes I use coconut oil, sometimes I use mustard oil. This is just an olive oil, really beautiful local Mugger River olive oil from Olio Bello. And that's enough, it's just like a tablespoon. No seasoning, because the flavour is going to occur later, and that's it. And I'm going to pop that into the oven and show you what it looks like when it's done. After like 35 minutes in the oven, essentially what you can see is that the cauliflower has gone from raw and white to softened and caramelised. If you put this into a pan with some fats and some spice, that's completely ready to take on flavour, and that is what I mean by preparing produce. If you go to my website, sarinakamini.com, or to the YouTube channel, which is Sarina Kamini, the Spirit of Spice, you'll find recipes for sabzis and cauliflower sabzis that you can make. Now knowing how to prepare this produce, you're one step ahead.